So Trump is rallying his base, and his base rallies for him. With all that's been going on in the past couple of weeks, we've seen rallies, we've seen Summer of Hate, video clips of fights and people assaulting people on the streets all over. It's everywhere. Political violence running amok here in America. And it seems to have no stopping point. And so while all this is going on, Trump is rallying his base. And so we have here, right for all to see, in yet another turbulent week for the White House, the president twice takes comfort in his safest of safe spaces. He's rallying his base. So it never ends, it continues. So on Tuesday in Tampa, Florida, and Thursday in Wilkes-Barre, PA, Trump basked in the applause, the encouraging chants of CNN sucks, and the sight of ubiquitous hats, all red hats, and no longer cryptic Q signs and T-shirts that dotted his crowds. The ostensible reason for the rallies was to campaign for the two Republican candidates Trump hopes will save him the humiliation of heavy GOP losses in the forthcoming midterm elections. So in Florida, the president threw his support behind Ron DeSantis, a front runner in the August 28 Republican primary for governor, whose fawning pro-Trump campaign ad set a new high watermark for partisan flattery, while DeSantis' Democratic opponent has yet to be decided. Trump began testing out the lines he'll be using over and over again until November to keep his party in power. So in the November general election, don't forget, you have somebody, one of the group is going to be running on open borders, anti-ICE and anti-law enforcement. And so Trump said, as his audience obliged him with loud booing. In Pennsylvania, after another detailed recounting of his 2016 election night victory, Trump sought to boost the U.S. Senate candidacy of Lou Bartletta, bashing his opponent with attacks that echoed those used in Florida. And here you see people chanting, CNN sucks. The crowd revs up before Trump rally in Tampa, Florida in July, and they are revved up. Bob Casey wants open borders, which means crime. It means crime. You see this. He wants people to pour in, and if they pour in by the millions, that's, I guess, okay. As they have since he started his campaign, Trump's most fervent supporters revealed at every freewheeling rhetorical turn, engaging in a kind of call and response shorthand between audience and speaker. At the mention of Hillary Clinton, the crowd in Pennsylvania seized on the name and started up a chant, "Lock her up" chant, which gave the president another opportunity to ad lib on the subject, never far from his tweeting fingers. No, no, no. They only want to hurt Republicans, Trump said, apparently referring to the Department of Justice, which is run by his appointee, Jeff Sessions. They don't want to do anything, but you know what? It's all changing, folks. It's all changing. So with strong second quarter GDP numbers in his back pocket, Trump might simply content himself on the stump to arguing that his economic policies are working. But that would mean passing up an opportunity to have some fun at his enemy's expense. In Tampa, Trump found a way brag about stock market and 401k gains during his tenure while simultaneously attacking the organizations that report on them daily. Of course, suppression poll started booing in support. So if the fake news did a poll, it would show that I'm only getting 25% with the 401k, even though they're up at 44%. No, we're doing well. And so this is the crowd, and they're gearing up, everyone. So get ready. So in the very next sentence, however, polling rebounded sharply in the president's estimation. They just came out with a poll. Did you hear? The most popular person in history of the Republican Party is Trump. Can you believe it? So I said, does that include honest Abe Lincoln? You know, he was pretty good, right? Remember, I said I'd be a little bit wild and we have a lot of fun. They said, he's not acting presidential. And I said, well, it's a lot easier to act presidential than to do what I do. Anybody can act presidential, Trump said, making his posture robot rigid and motoring back and forth on the stage to the delight of his crowd before mimicking a humdrum politician. Ladies and gentlemen of the state of Florida, thank you very much for being here. You are the tremendous people. And I will leave now because I am boring you to death. Thank you. So it goes on more in this article. If you want to read it, it is in the Yahoo. But here it is. Trump is gearing up and he is ready to go. And this is him picturing